Hi and welcome to a new episode on my YouTube channel. This time the summer has arrived and this is the month before going on a vacation.
A million things I guess that I should say, but I am not.
This is the start of a hectic summer and also the time where the summer weather arrived to the southern part of Sweden where we live.
Letting go of all my heavy load. I waited for the moment to unfold. Nobody's gonna make me feel I'm going down.
Since the summer has arrived, it's also important to water all our plants, all our flowers. Also the lawn needs watering, as well as all the seeds and vegetables I planted in the last episode.
Doing fine. Setting up a goal to grow.
The 1st of June is my birthday, and that's the same day that there were a big investment event in Helsingborg, where I attended at least half of the day. It was a very great day, and it ended with a couple of us going over to Helsingborg to join a poker tournament. A poker tournament that went pretty well for me, since I ended up number 4. And as number 4, I actually won a couple of 100 Danish crowns.
Stronger than ever.
To make it easy for me, I stayed at the Hotel Marina in Helsingborg. That made it easy for me the next day when it was time for eating breakfast, going to the office and so on. The 6th of June every year is the Swedish National Day, where we celebrate Sweden. This time we went with my wife's younger sister and her family, as well as my wife's older sister and her mother, to a lake doing some fishing and so on. There is another video of this here on my channel, so I link it here above, and it's just to press the card or you go into the channel to see more. As you can see, I actually managed to catch a small fish, or actually some small fishes. It's not like food, so I had to let them back, and they were happy for that. It was a calm, relaxing day that I really enjoyed by the lake.
Morning has broken.
Since I travel a lot, as well as my wife has a lot of other things, we managed to squeeze in actually not 1 but 2 date nights this month. One of those was in Malmö, where we went down having some great food, and we also ended up having a couple of drinks and beer, or actually pretty many beers and drinks.
Even in the darkest times you give me hope.
The Italian food we ate was fantastic. It was the best rated place on TripAdvisor, and we took a walk to the People's Park in Malmö, where we took some drinks and enjoyed ourselves to the music.
Worlds astray. I left my heart open so you hear my prayer. I left my heart open so you hear my prayer.
In the park there was a concert, or probably many artists, but we came at the end. We didn't have any tickets, so we have to listen outside the fence. But it was great. People were playing football outside, dancing, singing along. The night ended up on a small pub, which was a great place, with a lot of interesting decorations, skulls, stuffed animals, and a lot of other old things as well as new things.
Even in the darkest times you give me hope.
also managed to squeeze in a second date night this period. And this time we ended up in Helsingborg, having some beers and just a good time. With us on this date night, there were two seagulls that decided to have their own singing session for us. And to be honest, they actually looked pretty cute. The evening in Helsingborg with the sunset is actually one of the most beautiful sunsets I have seen this year. It was really calm and warm at the same time.
It's the fire in the rain. It's the smile within the pain. It's the logic but insane.
The cabin this time of year is a fantastic place to be at. The great weather, situated at the top of a big hill, also mean that it's very quiet and calm to be here.
Before you head on out the door, it's the figure on the wall.
Of course, as usual, there is always things to do at the cabin. Everything about rearranging the herbs, cut the grass, but also working at summer preparing the last things in our lounge.
Another shadow for the blind. I think I'm gonna lose my mind.
The lounge area at the cabin is actually my favorite place, with the outdoor shower, the hammocks. A small fireplace I also built in the beginning of this season, so we can actually have some live fire there on the nights.
Where I've been, I don't know where I should begin. I don't know where I should begin. I don't know where I should begin.
Every year, at the end of June, it's time for one of the biggest holidays in Sweden, which is Midsummer Eve. It starts off with Friday, where you celebrate, and then on Saturday you take it slow, relaxing and getting catched up. This time we went to Varberg to celebrate it with two of our friends. We ended up taking a bath at the ocean, doing some barbecue, and then we went out and took some drinks on the Varberg city.
I feel I'm always standing still. Can't remember where I've been. I don't know where I should begin.
Midsummer Eve in Sweden means that you eat freshly boiled potatoes together with herring and some sour cream. You also drink schnapps and you sing songs that is related to the schnapps drinking. In Sweden we call it snapsvisor. We had a great evening and also spent the night in Varberg. Great thanks to our host arranging this. It was a really great midsummer. The day after, all of us took a road trip in the surroundings around the Varberg. One of the places we ended up in was a place called Strömma. It is like an old western Texas country place style. I think it's an old mill where they have created a restaurant, small shops and so on. The surroundings is fantastic and I'm so glad that they showed us this place because I will absolutely return to this. There's also a lot of Swedish artists performing there in the summer.
Ooh, they would be together. Ooh. And one day she said, write me a love song, 'cause I know you'll make it beautiful. And maybe I'll call you my sweetheart and promise nobody can steal me away. Then I am yours, 'cause I want you and I wanted you to know.
A really important thing when it's summer is actually eat ice cream. I have a new favorite this year, which is rum truffle with a hint of chocolate. It's a fantastic, great ice cream produced by Sia Ice Cream in Sweden. Not so far away from actually Varberg and Halmstad on the west coast in Sweden. Another place we visited this day was a farming school, which had some llamas, a lot of great gardening with herbs, the sleeping llama and so on. Unfortunately, my camera was set on the wrong settings, so it became very shaky. There isn't so many videos from this place.
It's a song about your sweet, sweetheart.
After that we went to a place where they grow raspberries as well as do a fantastic pizza. So we took a pizza before we ended up the day by going to the beach again for the second day in a row to take a bath, enjoying the sun because it was a really great summer day. The water was 21-22 degrees probably. It was the best ending you could have on a great midsummer weekend.
I'm dancing. And now they're singing their love song, and they sing it kind of beautiful, calling each other sweetheart. I promise nobody can get in their way or steal the show. They're in love now, and I wanted you to know.
Since the 1st of June was my birthday, my wife has given me a brand new barbecue as my birthday present. But first, before building the new one, we have to use the old one as last time. As you can see, it was really time to replace that one.
I've been gone for too long.
Putting the new barbecue together wasn't a small project, to be honest. I wish that the barbecue manufacturers could learn something from IKEA. Some things didn't even work, but I fixed it, and the thermometer was also broken. It actually shows 400 degrees right from the beginning, but it's fixed now.
As so many times before.
One of the last things I did before my vacation was going to Gothenburg once again and having some meetings, meeting up with a customer, and as normal I took a stroll through Gothenburg.
It's true. If only I could do one thing, I'll be with you. It's true.
In Gothenburg they have a big park called Trädgården, or in English, the garden. They grow a lot of flowers there, herbs and so on. And they also have a big house where they grow more tropical plants. I have actually never visited that house, and this time I thought, why not go in there? It's free. To be honest, it wasn't that great. It felt rather worn down. But now I've done it. It was a tropical climate there, and why not? It's important, I think, to visit things when you visit other cities.
Standing here a while just to take it all in. Radio is playing the song. It is true.
When going back to the hotel, I also passed through this small concert where they were singing religious songs. This is also the time now to round up this video. From my hotel room in Gothenburg, it's time to start planning the vacation. The next videos we will see is actually from our vacations. Among others, we will actually visit a summer party in Holland, which we have visited before. But before that, it's actually time for us to do a road trip in Europe, and in the next couple of episodes, you will see a lot of things from that road trip. So I would say big thanks for watching my videos. Don't forget to subscribe. Take care. Bye bye.